Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wa salatu wa salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. The question is about Sujood Al Sahew, the two prostrations of forgetfulness. What does one need to know about it? And we know, so you might end up, at a masjid praying behind an imam, and he could be a follower of the four schools. He could be Salafi though as well. And you might see different forms of this. Even for yourself, you need to, of course, follow your madhab. And in the Maliki school, we have the combination of the before salam and after salam. For the decrease, obviously you have to study it. Decrease is going to be before salam, and the increase is going to be after salam. But you'll find, if you prayed behind a Shafi'i, right, their prostrations are always before salam, right? And of course, you need to know why they would or wouldn't do it, but that's the way they have it. So they don't have after salam; they have it all before salam, for example. And the Hanafis, they have it after salam always. Right, so they don't have it before salam. Right, and then of course we know the Malikis, they have both before and after salam. The Hanbalis, they resemble the Malikis in that they have before and after salam, but they didn't make it into a principle like the Malikis did. So they limit the prostrations to what the Prophet ﷺ did. The situations that were mentioned in the ahadith. And if there isn't something specifically mentioned, then they prostrate before salam. So you see that the four schools have different ways of doing it. So you have to get that one way and be consistent with it, right? And the Maliki one, it could maybe be, it could be more difficult than the others, depending how you want to look at it. And you have to know, the sunan, and, there are things to consider, right? Especially compared to the Shafi'is, for example, which is before salam, or the Hanafis after salam, right? It might be at least slightly easier, right? But that's what you might come across. The Salafis, I guess assuming that there's like Salafi Malikis, I would think that they're going to try to follow the Maliki Sujood Al Sahew, but most Salafis might be Hanbali, and they might just follow the Hanbali one, I think, right? If not, the Zahiri understanding of it, right? The Zahiri one opinion is not too far from the Hanbali opinion, actually, because it's similar. They follow what the Prophet ﷺ did. Right, but if there's no sujood like specifically mentioned in the hadith, then they don't prostrate for it, right? And Allah knows best about what the Salafis do, right? Of course, they cause a confusion. You never really know, what they believe or, what they do exactly. But yeah, but if you follow the Sunni imams, right, you're going to come across, these different ways. So as a Maliki, for example, if you're going to pray behind one of the other three schools, then it is going to be different, right? It's going to be different, like we just mentioned. So just keep that in mind. And of course, make sure that you do study the Sujood Al Sahew. Alhamdulillah, right away from the Mukhtasar of Imam Sidi Abdul Rahman Al-Akhdari, you get the Sujood Al Sahew. It's like that long section, mashallah. So make sure that it takes study, takes practice, but with time, inshallah, you do get a type of mastery of it. And it's really important because there are mistakes made in the prayer, and you need to know, and every Muslim needs to know, how to make up for it. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in.